I'm Tyler Williams. I'm the owner of Mammoth Marketing, and we serve plumbers pretty much all across North America. So when I signed up with Seven Figure Agency, we were not a niche down agency. We were all over the map when it came to focus. We didn't know how to get clients, or really every time we had a client, we had to rebuild everything from scratch, which is a lot of load on a team. And through the Seven Figure Agency model, I was able to shift our entire focus, which took all of my team members and it put us all in alignment so we could go further. And that has allowed us to acquire clients, build out systems for serving those clients, keeping those clients happy and on the client list. And so we've gone from, we started with one plumber and now we're up to about 54 plumbers across the nation. And that has helped us focus down and do far better than we ever were as a generalist agency in the beginning. So before the Seven Figure Agency, we were a hybrid of traditional and digital media agency for just about every business that would call us, which is a pretty typical setup. And the way we would have to do it is they would have to come in, they would have to talk to me, I would have to build a custom plan, and then I would have to hope that my team understood said custom plan, because we were dealing with a whole bunch of different businesses with a whole bunch of different business models on their end. And so it was fun and a bunch of ideas, except for the fact that it became a nightmare when it comes down to management. And I knew it wasn't sustainable, which is one of the reasons why the Seven Figure Agency model was so attractive. The biggest challenge that we had before signing up was cohesion among the team, because I would have 4 different account managers doing things 4 different ways, dealing with the production and fulfillment team 4 different ways. Each client would be on different plans. So some would have this service, some would have this version of this service, it was just everywhere all around the map. And it ended up giving a lot of power to the clients in a way that wasn't necessarily beneficial for our team or even the client's end goals. Now we go in and we're able to define what they need, and everybody on the team understands that plan. We couldn't do that if we were still spread beyond a bunch of different businesses. Since joining the Seven Figure Agency Group, we've gone from almost like a ragtag group of like marketing people and production people into a much more oiled machine, much more structured machine, much more predictable. And now we have clear goals and path forward, which before it was really murky. We didn't really know how to develop as an agency until we got the plan out of this group, to be perfectly frank. And what that allowed me to do is sell that vision to the team and then get everybody sort of corralled and going in one set of direction. And that changed so much for everybody. The mood in the office is different. The way that things flow through the office is smoother. And do we have problems and challenges? Yes. But holy cow, are they way more manageable than they ever were before. And it's turned the way we interact and how deep we can go with the clients into a whole different ballgame. Now we are hyper specialized at their world, so we can have more one-on-one conversations with clients that actually matter to their bottom line, which allows us to take care of them in a way that we weren't equipped for. Okay, so most business owners understand the anxiety that comes from running a business and not having clear direction or predictability. Those things fueled a lot of anxiety in my personal life. So I'd go home at night, the wheels would be spinning, I wouldn't quite know what the next day would look like, always kind of on pins and needles, waiting for the other shoe to drop. And what's happened is through building out a series, it took time, series of steps and structure to the agency and narrowing that focus, making sure I had the right people doing the right things. Now I get to go home at night, I get to sleep really soundly in comparison. And honestly, it's a lot of that like mental space is now redirected back into the agency to push us further faster. Instead of me worrying about what's behind us, I get to look forward and build out the future. So my agency in the next 6 to 12 months, I'm hoping that we build our foundation even stronger. That because we've seen recent growth, we're starting to see where there's little holes here and there. So we'll put on Band-Aids and then we'll build a better foundation. And then we can take that and build an even bigger agency on top of it. And so our goal is to, if we can, add another 30% to our MRR within the next 6 to 12 months. And the best thing about Seven Figure Agency, aside from like all the structure and pathing and like directions that they help you figure out, honestly, it's the camaraderie. Suddenly you're surrounded by agency owners all understanding the same thing, and you're able to ask people either directly or in a group hey, here's my current ball of wax. Here's my current problem. And more than likely, there's one or two people who have solved that problem, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel, and you learn much faster by association. So being able to plug in and then share, like say, hey, oh, I've seen that problem, I solved it, and here's how I solved it. That allows me to, A, be able to help and give back, but also speed up the growth and implementation of my own machine. And that has been amazing. So if you're thinking about signing up with a 7-figure agency, A, absolutely do it. B, understand that what you get out of it is a world of support, a world of structure, and you get answers to so many problems and questions that plague most business owners. And with that, you got to remember that when you start business, usually you're walking a path alone. With the 7-figure agency, suddenly you have hundreds of people who are walking the same path, and they're all willing to help. And it means you don't have to problem solve all these things that pop up in your life day to day and take them home at night and ruminate on them and hope you have a good solution, when you can be fed the proper solutions for every single problem that comes up with the camaraderie and community that you plug into with the 7-figure agency. That's been the best part about the whole thing. I had a legacy agency, and it took me a long time to really implement everything because I didn't want to steer the ship too fast and break it. You can do it much faster than I ever did. And the power that you get with becoming niched in and the focus that you get will accelerate your growth, accelerate your path in life and what you want to do with your business. So don't be skittish about implementing what they teach you, because it's wonderful.